Pittsburgh has some tunnels that when you come through them towards the downtown just explodes in view. So let's see if that happens through this tunnel as we come into downtown Pittsburgh. Pretty dramatic. Not as dramatic as I had hoped. I think that's another tunnel for another day. But this is downtown Pittsburgh. Just taking a look at downtown Pittsburgh from over the Allegheny River. It's quite compact. It's like a mini Manhattan. This is Liberty Avenue in downtown Pittsburgh, one of the main streets in Pittsburgh. And not a whole lot of street life, but a lot of beautiful architecture, interesting loft-style buildings. But Pittsburgh needs more people. We're on Penn Avenue at 7th Avenue, and we're gonna drive to the Penn Station train station that is just slightly used now, but is the most significant of the old Pittsburgh train stations that once were heavily used in the city. And there's a lot of interesting cast iron type Victorian architecture along one side of the street. And where we're headed is that tan building straight ahead, Romanesque style. There's not much street life on this street, unfortunately, even though it's a Saturday. There are some big hotels. There is a Westin right here to the left. So we'll see if we can find some place to park right near here. And it's a spectacular station. Take a quick look at Pittsburgh's Cultural District, which has a lot of nice old buildings, but a lot of vacant space too. We'll be driving up Liberty Avenue. These look like Duquesne University students. Some of them wearing Duquesne shirts. Heinz Hall Theater to the left. We'll go by that. That's the train station straight ahead that we were at before and taking a look at, trying to find the Amtrak entrance. All right. Okay. So this is Heinz Hall. It's a very pretty hall for the Pittsburgh Symphony, which is a great orchestra. And I can't make a right here, but that's the main lobby entrance. So we'll go straight here. Now looking up at this street, we'll come back down the street. There's restaurants and other theaters, kind of like off Broadway. some touring shows from Broadway. If we were to go straight across this bridge, it would take us right by the baseball stadium. And if we were to take this bridge, that's the Andy Warhol Bridge, it would take us to the Andy Warhol Museum, which I show the outside of in another video. People can make right turns on red here. It's a Saturday, but we'll wait for them to turn. There's the Benedum Center straight ahead. They have concerts, plays there also. Big theater. Now there are places to park downtown. I don't know. Pittsburgh seems to want to bring in the revenue from parking, so if you want to avoid that, consider Uber. And also, or if you're from out of town, you're staying here, I would stay downtown within walking distance. We have, and we've just walked over here, and it's been totally safe, and it's great to have the convenience. This is another theater, the O'Reilly Theater. And here's Heinz Hall again. It's like a Broadway type theater, maybe a little bigger, has a large balcony. I remember my wife and I, when we were in Pittsburgh, we went to go see an opera there, partly to get in shape for going to the Vienna Opera, which we went to last year in Vienna, Austria. So now we'll keep going up Liberty. I'll give you a little flavor of downtown Pittsburgh. We'll make a right here on 6th Avenue. Some beautiful old buildings. Looks like that one has a tree growing out of the roof, so I don't know how used that is. It's boarded up. Beautiful. To a sandstone type building. Looks like a former hotel. Maybe it's an apartment house now. Historic landmark. Heinz Center. Heinz 57. Maybe it's their offices or their former offices. So there are various hotels here. I don't know what their rates are more recently, but by New York standards, they weren't that cheap. They could have, you would think there would be lower prices for a city like Pittsburgh, but they were still trying to charge a lot. Brooks Brothers still has a storefront here. I thought they had gone bankrupt. There's the Hotel Monaco. The see those in various cities. It's taking an old building and making it a boutique type hotel. And you see the sign here for PPG Paints Arena. That's where the Pittsburgh Penguins hockey team plays and where they have big concerts indoor. But we'll make a left here. Take it through a district that's along the Allegheny River side of the north side of downtown Pittsburgh going east. It's called the Strip District, and don't be afraid of the name. It connotes that you would think there would be a lot of strip clubs here, but enough to make a whole district. But it's actually named for being a narrow strip of land along the river at the base of the hill, one of the hills of Pittsburgh. And there are a lot of restaurants and bars, not high-end stuff, more, you know, I don't know, funky kind of places with also a lot of places where you can buy t-shirts and other souvenirs. So if you're from Pittsburgh, you feel like this place has a lot of charm. If you're not from Pittsburgh like I am, you kind of wonder about what's so special about it. But we'll go up and down the main streets of the Strip District here. It seems like there's a lot of college students here on a Saturday. Nice old church here at the end of the street. We're on Smallman Street. It's one of the main east-west streets of the Strip District, and I will make a right here if I can, so I can go back down the other way. I see a lot of cars parked here. People are here for something. So we'll see. Maybe it's not open to cars, because I don't see anybody else going down this way. Yes, I do. So we'll see. And they have outdoor dining. Where you don't have to wear your mask. Down the window to pick up some of the sounds of the street. You can see a lot of t-shirts for sale over there. And straight up the hill, I think that's the Hill District, a predominantly African-American part of town that's got some interesting architecture. It's really thinned out in population from what it used to be. I think it used to be up to 50,000 people lived up at the top of the hill. Now it's like 10,000, so it's really, there's a lot of vacant properties there now. And it has a city bike like a bike terminal here through the neighborhood. It's a neighborhood where you just should park and just walk it. And this car is backing up. Maybe it's tough to get through. Alright, let me go this way. So there's stuff for sale on the sidewalks. And a lot of bars. And it's also, as the name would not connote, it can be more of a family-oriented place. Although there are a lot of college kids there. We're headed east, generally. Everybody's out. Nobody's studying. And I don't think it's, there's no football this year, so there's no game to really go to. Even if there was, their games are played at the Heinz Field downtown, kind of a distance away. So it cuts down on the amount of students who go to the games. And the main art museum, and maybe it's not just art, maybe it's also natural history, is the Carnegie Museum right here in Oakland, right next to University of Pittsburgh. And we're also right on the boundaries of Carnegie Mellon. The two are side by side. So looking straight down, that's Carnegie Mellon down that way. Nice green space around the Heinz Chapel. And then this building on the right here is associated with Carnegie Mellon, so you can see how adjacent they are.